Dear kids, welcome back to our online classes. Hope you are doing very well. So after a long time, we are back to our classes, and on the earlier classes, we have discussed so many topics, of course, from EFT book. So I thought this class would be on Active English Workbook. As I know, Active English is and active English is always been very much comfortable for you, as you are always very much excited about doing the exercises from workbook. And I have seen you so many times when it is about active English workbook, you are always ready. So for today's class, I have chosen a topic from active English workbook, though this chapter is among one of those chapters that are at the very beginning of the book, but yet it's not being touched. Okay, so for today's class, a topic is being selected, and that is from, of course, from active English workbook. So before starting the class, I would like to ask you to have your active English workbook with you, and please have your pencils, as active English workbook is all about doing the exercises in the book. We have no other options left unless filling the gaps. Okay, so this topic is basically, it is item number 17. Okay, I repeat, this is item number 17 and page number 24. Okay, and the book is Active English Workbook 1. So what are the particulars, or what are the basic ideas of this chapter or this item? This item is concerned with some of the portions of the sentences, not a whole sentence. The portion of the sentences will be given, okay, right, one by one, chronologically, and beside the part of the sentences, fill in the gaps will be given. And of course, let me tell you one thing, that when you are going to fill the gaps up, you have to notice the portion of the sentences right beside the fill in the gaps. Okay, what is it? Just right beside the fill in the gaps. Seeing that clue, you have to fill up the words one by one into the gaps. That means the clues are given already. Please have a look on the page. Go through the page 24 from Active English Workbook and see what are the clues here. There are some of the clues, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 chronologically, and there are some of the boxes. In the boxes, there you will have some of the gaps. Okay, just putting right beside the one gaps after one. So one after one, there are 4 to 5 gaps. What you have to do? You just need to put the words into the gaps. Okay, that means answers are already given, babies. You don't need to be panicked about the answers. Answers are already given. You just have to put the answers in the gaps. Okay, so it's nothing actually difficult, or that's not actually tremendously too much tough for you. Okay, so without wasting any time and words furthermore, let us have a look on the board that what the clues are. Okay, so please have a look on the board. It is what? It is Active English Workbook Part 1, item number 17, page number 24. I repeat, it is Active English Workbook 1, item number 17 and page number 24. See, as I told you earlier, that there are some of the clues. Okay, the clues are not a word, rather it's a part of sentence, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are total 3 boxes. Okay, so right beside the boxes you will have some of the gaps. Can you see the gaps? Can you see the gaps, babies? Yes. Have your Active English Workbook with you? You will have the gaps with you. Okay, so see, number 1 is written that hold up the book. That means the number 1 clue is hold up the book. Okay, before filling the gaps, I would like to say you that I haven't drawn the pictures here. Okay, along with the clues, you will have some of the pictures on the page. As I know, you can see the pictures also on the page, but Miss didn't draw the pictures here. Miss just put the clues here. Okay, so the number 1 clue is hold up the book. So right beside it is written please, then dash dash dash. Number 2 is pick up the book, and right beside the box there are 1 2 3 4 5 gaps here. Okay, that means you have to put the right words into the gaps. Then number 3, the third clue is look at the blackboard. Look at the blackboard. Okay, so from that we are done with the clues. That means 1 2 3. So there are some of the portion of the sentences. All we need is to put the sentences here into the gaps. Okay, so number 1, see here the one right beside the clue here please is written. That means you have to put please in every box. At the beginning of every box you have to put the please. Okay, so one please is given, so I don't need to write the please again here. Please, then hold. Hold. What is it? Hold up the book. Hold. Now I would like to write hold up the book here. Hold up the book. So I'm done. Okay. You just need to put a please more here. You just need to please your own here. Then you just need to put the whole sentence one by one. Isn't it very easy? Of course it's very easy. So here, what should I write? I should write please. Okay. Then please. What should I write? Pick. Then up. Okay. Then the. And at last book. Okay, we are done. I would like to ask you to please note the answers down into your book, as you will have the marks for filling the gaps into the books. Okay, so please check the answers and note the answers down into the books. So first one is please hold up the book. Hold up the book. Please hold up the book. Pick up the book. Please pick up the book. Now number 3 is look at the blackboard. As I told you that we need to write one more word, and that is please. You have to write the word please. Of course, absolutely, you have to write the word please. Can you get me? That means we have to put a word please. As please is already been given in the very first example, so we can't ignore please. Okay, we should write please first. We have to put the please first at the very first, at the very beginning of the fill in the gaps. Then okay, I have written please. Now what's else? The else is look. Okay, look, then at. Okay, then the. Look at the what? The word is what? Look at the word. Look at the blackboard. So what should I write here? I would like to write here, please look at the blackboard. Blackboard. So in this way you have to put the fillings. So now again, starting from number 1, see, you will have some of the clues right beside the gaps. The clues are not in a word. There's some of the part of a sentences. Okay. Now some of the gaps will be given. At the very starting, you have to put what? You have to put please. You have to write the word please, and then the clues. Please. See, on the number 1, hold up the book. So the answer will be please hold up the book. Number 2 is pick up the book. So the answer will be please pick up the book. Number 3 is given as look at the blackboard. and the answer will be like, please look at the blackboard. In the all of the three sentences, you will write please, please, please. That means the sentences will be started with please. We can't ignore the please here, okay? As we know that starting with the please, the word please, that means it's a imperative. So, starting with the please, that means it's an imperative sentence, okay? That means it's a request here. Please look at the blackboard, okay? So in the three of the sentences, we have just put a word more, that is please, and the rest of the words are the same that are given into the clues, okay? Now number four, here's a command that draw a tree. See, it's a very easier one for you, as you draw very well. I know you all are very good artists, I can see. So draw a tree means here you have to draw the picture of a tree. Miss is not too much good in, what too much, actually Miss is not good in drawing at all, okay? This is a tree for me. I just tried to draw the tree. I know that you can draw better than me. So please draw the tree into your book and please color it. Okay, that will be looked too much beautiful. I know you have good color senses, so that's why I would like to ask you to color the tree. So the number 4 comment is draw a tree, and you have to draw a tree here. Okay. So if you want to exaggerate it, you can also do it. Okay, so you will be given a box, and into that box you have to draw up the picture of a tree. That's it. I know you are very good at drawing, so that's why it's nothing very much difficult for you. Rather you will enjoy drawing. So the last one is, see here, number 5. So another comment is here that write your name. So what's the big deal in it? What's the big deal here? Write your name. That means you have to put your name here. I mean your whole name. If if your name is Tiana Chakma, then you have to write that Tiana Chakma. If your name is Iftikhar Alum, then you have to write that Iftikhar Alum down here. That's me. So XYZ, whatever your name is, you have to put here the name. That means write your name. So as me, you know, my name is Priyanka Barua, so I would like to here write down my name. So instead of my name, I would like to ask you to write down your own name. Okay, so you have to write down the whole name along with your surname, like Priyanka Barua. See, means your teacher's name is Priyanka and Barua is her surname. So in this way you also have to put the surname along with the name. Okay, that means your full name, that means your whole name. Okay, your first name along with your surname. Okay, so was it too much difficult for you? Not at all. I know you are quite expert in filling the gaps, and of course doing the exercises from your active English workbook. So that's all for today. So I hope you enjoyed the class, and please note the answers down into your books and click the photos, and please attach the photo on into your homework section, and I'm eagerly waiting to check your homeworks out. Hope we will meet very soon on the next class. Till then, stay well and take care.